performance time, what you'll actually do on the night is a common question, obviously. Basically, each act at the Heat, you get a maximum performance time of 5 minutes. Okay, that's what you've got up on stage. Doesn't mean you have to do 5 minutes. Obviously, for the singers, most songs are 3.5 minutes. That's absolutely fine. But the maximum you can do is a 5-minute slot. And we do know some of the dancers, you know, the pieces can be quite short, which is fine. But we'd really ask you, even on the dancers, if you can try and make it a minimum of like 2 to 2.5 minutes. We have had people turn up and it's literally like a minute. And it's not a lot for the judges to judge on, and you know you need to make a little bit of a piece out of it. So anything from 2.5 to 5 minutes, perfect. For the singers and the dancers with the CDs, if possible, can you bring the CDs on the night on a burnt CDR? Try not to bring the original disc down. We can't take any responsibility for discs as well. If you want them back, you have to make sure you come and see me at the end of the night to pick your discs up. But basically, if you can bring them down on a burnt CDR with just the one track that you're performing, okay? Just eliminate any technical problems. If somebody gives me a disc and says it's track 8 and we just hit it from the start, you'll get track 1. So if there's one track on there, we can't get it wrong, not even me. So yeah, if we can just ask for that, burnt CDR, one track on it, and if you could write the performer's name on it with a Sharpie, permanent marker, whatever, if you can write on the CD itself is preferable, that way we don't lose covers and so on. If you can put the performer's name on it, and we really can't get it wrong then, okay? Any format, it should be okay on the CDs when you bring them down. Where we got to? That's pretty much it on what you need to bring. Obviously, any stage costume, any special props for speciality acts, obviously your responsibility to bring down. And we do say that anything you bring down into the stage, if you can make sure it is fit and safe for the purpose intended. Okay, we don't want any dangerous stunts being done with dangerous equipment, so you know, make sure everything's safe and sound. And just a note also on the music, especially for dancers. Bear in mind, it's a family show. Lots of little ones in, and I know a lot of the street hip-hop musics on nowadays, you've got to watch out, just make sure that it's suitable for a show like this. You know, we don't want any mums being upset that there's a bit of bad language in or whatever. We do have to watch out for that. So bear that in mind, especially with the dance CDs, okay? Right, moving on. Okay, the event itself is a ticketed event. First of all, we'd love to be able to put the show on for free, but the fact is the cost of putting this show on runs into tens of thousands of pounds, and it's got to be funded. So it is a ticketed event. The obvious thing is the performers themselves do not need tickets. The chaperones do not need tickets. Any 5 and under do not need tickets. Apart from that, everybody else is going to need a ticket. It's the only way the show can run. So, you know, bear that in mind. Basically, tickets are available now. You can literally book when you get home or over the coming days. If you go to the website, the tickets are available on there. On the home page, on the bar at the top, there is a tickets button. Click on there. And again, if you can make a note, there is a promotional code which you can basically enter to get a reduced price ticket. They will come out at £6, but you do need to put this code in. It's quite easy to remember, but if you can write it down, do that. The code is Talent1. Okay, there's no space in there, so it's just Talent and the number 1. Talent1. So if you put that in the box when you go to the ticket page, price on the tickets goes down to £6. And you just choose the date that you need and how many. And basically with the tickets this year, we're mailing them out. They will come out in the post, but only up to a week before your show. Okay, so any tickets that are booked more than a week before your show will come in the post to the address you put on the website. Any that are booked within the week of your show, within 7 days before your show, basically you can still do the booking online, but you will collect the tickets here on the door. They'll all be enveloped up already with the names on them, okay? So if you tell your supporters, that's how to book the tickets. Don't think you have to do it for them as well. You know, previous years we have acts, mums and dads who think they've got to deal with all the ticket situation and then sort it out with everybody else. Just tell your supporters, go to the website, click on the tickets button, put Talent1 in, and let them book their own tickets. Don't, you know, get involved in the hassle of that. But as I say, the actual tickets themselves will be posted out 1 week before your show. Okay, so don't. I've already got people who are emailing me now saying I booked from 26th of June, not receiving tickets yet. You won't receive those tickets in the post until 1 week before the show. Alright, we just send them out in one big batch. So that's basically it on the ticketing. On the website, promo code. Yep, that's everything really on ticketing. Got next on here. There's not much left, don't worry. A few lines. Photos and videoing. As we said earlier on, there's Liam doing the videoing, Francis who does the photography. They're going to be here every night doing it. And basically, they are going to be available to you. Now, I just have to say, Liam and Francis are freelance. They're not actually employed or part of Talentcall. They've come down to do these events, and we thank them very much for doing that. They do a fantastic job. If you want to obtain any video footage or any photography, you need to talk to those guys, and they can sort it out for you. Okay? Basically, on the nights, they'll be here. They'll have order forms, whatever. If you want to get a copy of a DVD of a performance, fill out an order form for that. If you want the photos, basically I think Francis does for a fee. She does a CD with all the photos that she takes of your slot, and similarly with Liam, he'll put all the video onto a DVD for you of your performance. So see those guys on the night, and you can sort that out with them. Finally, page 3. Okay, well that's pretty much it actually. The last note I've got here is again just about your letters and your heat details. We do want to sort out as many of the problems as we can tonight, okay, because obviously moving forward now the competition starts next week and we want to get these heats confirmed for definite with everybody. So if you have any problems with your heat date, go and see the gorgeous Kira on the desk just through the door there, and you know she'll try and sort things out for you now before you leave, so you all know when you're going to be performing. And really that's it. I mean, well, two more things. Sorry. We want your guys' help as well. You know, we need to promote the show. We do have some posters out in the reception area tonight. As I say, we want this show to be successful for us as organisers, obviously, but for yourselves as well. You know, we like to see these shows packed full of people, great audiences and a good atmosphere. So, you know, we'd like to get you involved in that if you can. We do have some posters out there, so all I'll say is that if anybody has got anywhere they can legally put a poster up, we don't want to find them fly posted on the council buildings or something, so we'll get in a lot of trouble. But if you know, you work in a shop or business or school or a youth club or anything, if you can get the posters up, it would be great. If you know, if everybody could get a couple up, it would be fantastic. You know, it gets coverage out there, lets everybody know about the competition. So if you can do that, we don't want you to take bundles away, but take a couple of posters on the way out each. If you can get them up somewhere, fantastic. It really helps us, and it will, you know, help get more people in for these shows. And finally, the programmes that we produce each night, we do a nice full colour programme. Obviously you guys are featured in that, but in there as well there's a lot of advertising. Now if anybody has a business, or I know we get dance schools, we get people into singing, musical theatre, whatever. If anybody's got a particular thing they want to advertise in the programme, there's a few spots left in there, so have a word with me probably is best at the end of the night, because I think Kira's going to be busy on dates. So see me if you do want to pop an advert in there, so we've got time to do that. It's very cheap to do. It helps us obviously cover the cost of printing the programmes and everything. And apart from that, that's it. Again, just thank you so much for coming down tonight. We know it's a bit of a drag to come out on an evening like this, but hopefully it's answered most of your questions. As I say, we're going to be here for a while longer yet, so if you've got any other questions, grab one of us and we shall do our best to answer for you. But in the meantime, thank you so much. We'll see you again at your heats. Problems with your heat date, see Kira, but you know, good luck to everybody, and as I said before, just enjoy it. It's a fantastic experience, and thank you all for taking part.